My name is Cassandra, and I am not too comfortable on video camera, but I'm going to try my best. I just have like a wealth of information to give to, I think, something keeps telling me, like, people need to hear this, people need to hear this, just get it out. So, what I wanted to talk about today is really something that is out there, but not really like in the way that it should be talked about. So anyways, my name is Cassandra. The way that I got into this stuff is kind of a long story, so we won't get into it today. I will tell you hopefully sometime how I came across this information. It's kind of crazy, you may not believe me. But anyways, so we're going to talk about, today we are talking about raw material, the law of one. And so raw is a sixth density social memory complex that was channeled by Carla Ruckert, Jim McCarty, and Don Elkins. Basically, they had a whole setup that they tried for years and years and years, and finally they got the right person in, and all together they made enough, or the right energy, and they were able to channel this extraterrestrial being that gave them this like wealth of information that we had never heard before and haven't heard. Like, a lot of people haven't heard this information, so it's just cool to listen to. I mean, to me it was really interesting. So I thought I would just give the information to you guys. That way you can have it and do what you want with it. So some of the cool things about the teachings of the Law of One, and Google will basically tell you that the Law of One is, it aims to help people deepen the understanding of themselves and others, and to help Earth move into a new phase of love and understanding, which is really great because we really need that right now, right? So yeah, so some of the really important ones that I wrote down from the Law of One would be the dialogue that they had are, you're everything, every being, every emotion, every event, every situation. You are unity, you are infinity. You are love, light, light, love, you are. And another one is, the greatest distortion of the Law of One is the concept of separation. The mind is a powerful tool which may be used for the creation of positive or negative realities. And the last one I have is, the catalyst of experience is the most important aspect of the learning process. And we know that, like, we know that for sure. The experience is the whole point, right? Also some of the other stuff I wrote was, the Law of One emphasizes the concept of balance, where there is no absolute good or evil, only different aspects of the same energy. And then I wrote down definitions like, what is love light? This term represents the positive creative energy that flows through all creation, through you and me. So here's one of the dialogues that they had, which I really, really, really liked, and I wrote it down. So it's raw law of one, the way third density will change you. One's memories have no chance of being objective at any time. They are biased from the beginning, and as your memory becomes older and dimmer, it moves through one of two simple processes. Either it is gilded with a loving, guided. I have bad handwriting. Guided with a loving hand to emphasize its beauty, its depth of meaning, its poignancy, and its truth, or it is simply blocked and segregated as that which seems too self-destructive to allow within memory or to be healed at that particular moment in space-time. That was a lot. Let me read that again. One's memories have no chance of being objective at any time. They are biased from the beginning, and as your memory becomes older and dimmer, it moves through of one of two simple processes. Either it is guided with a loving hand to emphasize its beauty, its depth of meaning, its poignancy, and its truth, or it is simply blocked and segregated as that which seems too self-destructive to allow within memory, or to be healed at that particular moment in space and time. At the end of an incarnational experience, you, as an imperishable being, have changed because of this illusion, which you now enjoy. It is not that your intelligence has changed, for you do not carry that with you from incarnation to incarnation. It is not the personality as you may think of the personality as the social butterfly or the teller of jokes. It is that imperishable point of view which has been biased or polarized either towards service to others or service to self and domination over others. We are upon the servant's path. We do not deny that there is an opposite path. They're talking about themselves as Ra, the sixth density being. We simply do not teach it. Through many, many lifetimes, beginning with experiences as earth, air, wind, fire, and all the elements, you have built your biases, your uniqueness. As a spark within the infinity of the Creator, you have experienced everything that you see in the world about you, and from experience of rock or sea, or cloud or blooming flower, you remember. Not the entire experience, but its essence. And that essence is to you unique, for you are not anyone else. You are perfectly your own self. Each entity is correct for itself, for it is the sum of what it has learned. That you each wish to accelerate the process of learning is much to your credit, for there is much to do, and the world cries out for more lightened consciousnesses will have the essence of remembrance of the elemental density and the density of plant and animal as part of your imperishable self, as part of your gift to the Infinite One. Now you sit in the midst of the greatness, decision you shall make within the entire octave of experiences of what you would call men and angels. The choice to be loved or to be obeyed. Once you have made that decision, it then becomes your task. If you wish to complete it, as Mission Impossible would say, to choose over again, to give when could receive, to console when you yourself need consoling, to care and feel and love when others turn away in scorn or dislike. Each small choice is in fact a larger and larger choice. For as one positive choice builds upon another, so your spirit and soul grow in strength and power, and you begin to be in feeling and in conscious thinking that which you truly are. A metaphysical being, alive eternally in an infinite universe, peopled with nothing but yourself, in the guise of many, many mirrors. Gaze into anyone's eyes, and they will show you yourself. Gaze at the trees, the skies, the stars. They too are yourself. That's some deep shit, right? Alright, cool. So I just want to share all of this stuff with you. I have so much stuff that I've learned and just like went through, and like it's so relevant, and nobody's even talked about it or went over it, shared it with anybody. Like Jane Roberts, this Seth material. There's so many. Edgar Casey. I mean, there's just so much to talk about. So I'm going to make a YouTube channel and have stuff to talk about. So if you want to join me, that'd be cool. All right. See you soon.